This is Passe Partout.
Good morning, I'm Renee Allen. Thanks for joining us. Water at several Lafayette parks and recreation centers is being shut off this weekend. We're told that's because of the cold weather. The shutoff is to keep pipes from freezing. The Lafayette Parks, Arts, Recreation and Culture Department is shutting off the water to the Martin Luther King Recreation Center and the Hyman Recreation Center. The water will be back on Monday morning. To stay up to date on the latest weather conditions in your area, download our KLFI weather app by scanning the code you see on your screen or downloading it in the Apple App Store or Google Play. A 15-year-old girl who was killed in a crash in St. Landry Parish yesterday. Her family has vowed to not forget what happened to her. News 10's Rodrika Taylor spoke with the family who feels the response from authorities is not enough.
I'm on US 71 now. Back in early December, the Louisiana State Police said on US 71 near Roy Baker Road, a crash happened, ending the life of 15-year-old Cheyenne Caesar Thomas. Now the family is seeking justice.
What she could have contributed to society, we'll never know. And I know it would have been great.
The family of Cheyenne say her uncle took her when she first became missing in December.
We got a call from her uncle stating that he had abandoned Cheyenne. He had put her out on the side of the road, put her out with no phone, no money, no way of contacting anyone in an unlit, unfamiliar place.
Ville Platte police are continued their investigation into her death, but for the family, they have already lost faith in the Ville Platte Police Department.
My daughter's dead because of their inaction.
And the family say they have not received any updates on Cheyenne's case.
They did not search for Cheyenne.
They plead for the public to help them and would rather the state police take over the investigation.
I am not going to stop ever until there's justice for Cheyenne.
Families stress they want justice for Cheyenne and to prevent this from happening to another child. The case is still being investigated. If you have any information, contact the Ville Platte Police Department. In St. Landry Parish, Rodrika Taylor, KLFY News 10.
Then the man accused of killing a Louisiana State Trooper and a mother of three during a multi-parish crime spree pleaded not guilty to felony charges. Matthew Mayer entered his plea for his East Baton Rouge Parish charges. The 31-year-old is charged with attempted first-degree murder, aggravated flight from an officer, illegal possession of a stolen firearm, and obstruction of justice. A jury convicted a man Thursday for a 2020 armed robbery at a tobacco store right here in Lafayette. One person was seriously injured in that shooting at a convenience store in the 800 block of University Avenue. Officials say Kevin Aguilar Jr. faces up to 150 years in prison. He was convicted of charges of attempted first-degree murder, armed robbery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Dawn's Specialty Meats Incorporated has agreed to pay a former employee almost $70,000 to settle a lawsuit brought by the U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The suit alleges that an African-American employee was subjected to a hostile work environment. It also claims the general manager referred to the employee with racial slurs and other derogatory terms. In the settlement, Dawn's Specialty Meats also is to conduct a training, revise policies, provide reports to the EEOC, and post a notice that says employees can report violations to the agency. The U.S. Army is facing challenges getting new recruits in the door. The percentage of population that meets the minimum qualifications to serve as an all-time low or at an all-time low, and the percentage that serves is the lowest it's been since 2007. The Army is now offering its largest bonus ever, we're told, to attract young people to sign up. Men and women signing up to be soldiers can now get up to $50,000 when committing to 6 years of active duty under certain qualifications. News 10's Mark Rigsby reports.
It depends on your career skills, your career path you choose, what job you pick, the length of your enlistment, and how quickly you ship off to basic training.
The bonus cap used to be $40,000. The hope is now by tacking on $10,000 more recruits will dedicate themselves to the U.S. Army. Captain Paxton Hadel is head of Army recruiting in Lafayette.
Well, the Army has had the same issues that a lot of employers have had in the last couple of years with the pandemic, political divide, economically. So we're having to do more incentives to try to lure some of these young people over to the Army. And one of those is the incentive of capping the incentive bonuses at $50,000.
But money isn't the only part of the recruiting plan. There's a new program called the 2+2, 2 years in the Army, 2 years in the National Guard. The $50,000 bonus could apply to this as well.
That allows people that may want to join or see if the Army's a good fit for them to kind of get their feet wet a little bit in the active duty side. And if they're not really, they don't want to commit to a 4 to 6 year enlistment, then they can just go back to the reserves.
Another new option for new recruits is picking your duty station of choice instead of being assigned to one by the Army. In Louisiana, Fort Polk is on that list. If you or someone you know is ready to sign up for the U.S. Army, we provided a link in this story on our website, KLFY.com. An almost 100-year-old building in New Iberia is being renovated and preserved. The former senior high school is currently being used for senior living, but not all of the structure is usable. News 10's Neil Zarang reports on how extensive work that's happening now will change all that.
This nearly $14 million project will renovate 65 existing senior living bedrooms in the old New Iberia High School. It's also going to reintroduce this auditorium, which has been walled off for decades.
As we enter into the first floor, most of the work that we have going on here is going to be our demo.
From the floors to the walls, the windows, and everything in between, each room inside the School Days apartments is being retouched. The space was last renovated to become a senior living facility in 1994, the same time the former high school was added to the National Register of Historic Places.
These old buildings can be difficult to deal with. Obviously, with the historic renovations like this, we have to keep as much intact as we possibly can.
Each piece of the original 1926 design, down to the doors, is being salvaged, sanded, repainted, and saved. Any spot in too much disrepair, such as certain windows, is being replaced with the most authenticity possible.
It's a good thing we're professionals and we know what we're doing.
Impetus Build was hired for the project by HRI Communities, who last restored the old Lafayette Coca-Cola plant to the new Bottle Art Lofts. The company says preservation will go hand in hand with modernizing water, heat, plumbing, electricity, and weatherproofing. New countertops, cabinets, and appliances will also be installed.
Ensuring that we're sustaining quality, top-of-the-market living housing opportunities for the senior citizens that live here.
The project has 3 phases. Residents are staying in the East Wing while the West is redone. Once the East Wing renovations are complete, the center will feature a new community room, courtyard, picnic areas, and ramp access.
The residents here are very nice and they've been working with us. Now, I'm sure they'll like it a whole lot more.
Weather permitting and all things go well, this project is expected to be completed by Christmas of 2022. Reporting in New Iberia, Neil Zarang, KLFY News 10.
Very nice building. I've been in there before for the 90-plus segment. Trevor Sonye over in the Weather Center. It is a cold one out there and freezing pipes.
Yeah, cold temperatures. We're in the mid-20s for this morning, and we'll probably be in the mid-20s for tomorrow morning as well. So that's when you have to start taking care of those pipes, when you start seeing those hard freezes. Let's take a look at temperatures currently. We're sitting at 25 in Shreveport, 23 in Jackson, 27 here in Lafayette, 24 in Opelousas, 28 in New Iberia. So definitely in the mid-20s across most of Acadiana this morning. We could still drop a few more degrees from here, and wind chills are in the teens. Notice feeling like 18 right now in Lafayette and New Iberia. So definitely an Arctic air mass has arrived across our area. All the cloud cover and precipitation as well east of us, though. That's now producing some snows across the Carolinas, and we'll continue to see some snow moving up the eastern seaboard for today, and more cold air coming in from the north for us through the afternoon. Temperatures only rising through the 30s and getting only into the mid-40s for a high later on this afternoon. We could reach the upper 40s to near 50 degrees, especially if we see more of that sunshine, which I think we will. Future track shows mostly sunny skies through the day today, and then for tonight, clear skies, winds dying down once again, so we'll be easily in the mid-20s for tomorrow morning. Could see our coldest morning tomorrow morning, and then starting to warm up a bit tomorrow afternoon. We're finally climbing back into the 50s. This is what it looks like on the temperature graph here. Notice we're in the mid-40s for this afternoon, cooling back into the lower 30s. Looks like we could fall below freezing around 8, 9 o'clock tonight, and we could stay below freezing through tomorrow morning. We're somewhere in the mid-20s, and then finally rising above freezing around 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we could be below freezing here for about 12 hours and then warming up into the 50s tomorrow afternoon. Now, a north wind in the forecast for today at around 5 to 10 miles per hour, and we keep the north winds in the forecast through tomorrow. But notice how these winds die down tonight. So we have perfect cooling conditions. We have light winds, clear skies, and that's why I think temperatures could really bottom out for tonight, getting somewhere in that 24 to 25 degree range. Now, upper level pattern, we have one trough and storm system moving out, northwesterly flow for Sunday. We have a storm system impacting us on Monday. That will spawn a low pressure across the Gulf, so rain chances look high on Monday. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we get a steady dose of northwesterly flow. That will keep cool temperatures in the forecast. We'll have highs in the 50s throughout your 7-day forecast pretty much. Temperatures for this morning and for tomorrow morning in that 24 to 28 degree range. So you definitely have to protect the plants and the pets and the pipes. You have to wrap those high-risk pipes at 27 or lower. Will be there this morning and for tomorrow morning. And again, be very careful with those space heaters. Do not, or actually plug them directly into the wall receptacle. Do not use any type of power strips or anything of that nature, and plug the heater 3 feet away from anything combustible, curtains and bedding, and you always need to inspect the heating equipment, the chimneys, and the smoke alarms this time of year to make sure they're all working properly. 48-year high today, mostly sunny, cold temperatures, north winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. 7-day forecast shows cool temperatures continuing through your Sunday, but getting warmer. Monday we have a storm chance, but even through much of next week, notice the cool temperatures continuing, lows in the 30s.
Some great advice there when it comes to the space heaters, like the plugging straight into the wall as opposed to an extension cord. Good advice.
We always see an increase in fires this time of year, so it's just very important to know.
All right, thank you for that, Trevor. For more information on these stories and more this morning, as well as weather, remember you can log on to our website. That's KLFY.com. Up next on Passe Partout,